Ho, ho, hold the line, folks. We are back with some more Hoi 4. Hi, everybody. Hope everyone's enjoying their holiday season. I had a lovely solstice yesterday, which is when we celebrate in the household here. We had a food-themed gift plan, so I have tons of wine, whiskey, chocolate, cheese, cured meats, crackers. It's been a really, really lovely time. How's everyone doing? Thanks, Banana. I'm happy you appreciated that. Check out Bitburner. Finsrud. Finn! I don't know how to parse your name. Finn, I have played a crap ton of Bitburner. I've never played it on video, though. I keep meaning to do it, but yes. Probably at some point there will definitely have to be some coverage of Bitburner, which is amazing programming-based idler game, which is really, really wonderful. Actually, I forgot to mention that one in my Idle Champions video as one of the incrementing games. Any Cheese Whiz? Not any Cheese Whiz, no. But many fine Italian cheeses that I'm very excited to jump into. That's going to be dinner tonight. We're just doing sort of an improvised charcuterie board because everyone's got all these different nice foodstuffs, and Essentia's got about 3 tons worth of Italian like desserts and cookies and things like that that we're waiting to dive into. Japanese controls India. Yeah, Japan's controlled India for a while. We're actually pushing into it. Finally, we've taken Afghanistan and Iran, and we're going to be ready to push into Japan over here. We'll do a bit of an overview of the situation in a second. How about some fondue? It's been a while since I've done fondue. But no, it's not that kind of cheese. The cheeses are much finer than that. But it'll grow really nice on a cracker. You created Santa's Elves and Stellaris yesterday? Oh, that's cool. You should send me like a screenshot of your race setup or something like that on Twitter, Banana. That would be awesome to see. All right, must have missed a lot of things since when we're at Theocracy. So, Ryogan, things happened in the last stream. Look at a lovely guy with a beard. Very, very Santa feeling. In the last stream, we could not help but to go down this branch, which just sounded like way too much fun. The rightful heir to the throne, this gave us all kinds of CVs on, well, particularly Turkey was what we were looking for over here. And then the third Rome sounded like a lot of fun. I didn't really realize that, yeah, it would convert us sort of into a theocracy. Basically, we're recreating, the Roman Empire / Byzantine Empire / the Third Rome, which is what we are over here. But it's going to be okay. We are at war with a fair bit of the world. We have joined the Central Powers, which is a faction that I believe was started by Imperial Royalist Germany over here. A lot of people went in. Italy for a while was part of the Greater East Asia Co-Prosperity Sphere, basically the Japanese faction, which is what I keep calling it because it's a hell of a lot shorter. So yeah, Mussolini had joined that because it was the fascist faction. And then Mussolini was assassinated, and so the Kingdom of Italy has instead gone and joined the Central Powers after that. They had already won. So the fascist Italy had already conquered France and a bunch of territory over here. It's since joining the Central Powers. So Italy occupies over here, but it was a combination of forces that took Spain, and then pushed a little further over here. We ourselves, were responsible for starting the war against Ukraine, Belarus, Turkey, Uzbekistan? Was that who was over here? I don't remember anymore. And then at some point, we did get pulled into the war against the Japanese faction, which was fine, which is always something we had intended to do, but we'd answered a call to arms from someone that just kind of brought us into that through a web of alliances that were reminiscent of perhaps World War I, one might say. Kingdom of Southern Europe. Now, we did take out Afghanistan, but separately to that, we also did another stand. Was it Uzbekistan over here? Yeah, the Republic of Uzbekistan over here. That we took that over. That was a little bit easier. Anyway, now we're mostly focused on a war in the East, because if we do flip over to the diplomatic map mode, you can see really the only enemies we border, other than Norway over here, which is part of the Allies, it's over there. But yeah, in fact, we are in a war against both the Allies and the fascist faction, which we could just call the Axis, although the Axis doesn't exist. I got a phone message. Oh, excellent. Yeah, and I think that's basically where we are. Yeah, Uzbekistan was pointing at us, exactly, yeah. This little structure over here, it looked like an arrow pointing towards Moscow, and we took that personally. So we're ready to do some fighting. We have made some gains against Japan. We've taken, this island over here. We retook the territory that we sold out to them, Vladivostok and the surrounding areas over here, in support for our civil war. We offered them land. Well, we've retaken that now. We've taken Korea, which is great, and now we're pushing over here. Of course, the infrastructure over here is very rough. It's rough terrain, very limited infrastructure. Supply runs are low. We have some transport planes. I actually don't know where the transport planes are deployed. Oh yeah, it's this button I want to hit here. And right here. They are currently assisting support. It said Himalayas, but is this Himalaya zone? It's Manchuria. Oh, they're over here. Why is there? I guess that's just plain movement. That's showing me something else. Yeah, they're over here. Is it double click to move? Right click? Right click to center on these guys. There we go. So they're providing supply in the Himalayas. Do we still need that? Well, I mean, we're not at war with Tibet. Tibet is independent. I guess the idea was to offer up a little bit of supply in what's currently still flagged as bits of Iran. Is that it? Sort of. I mean, we could do the Pakistan air zone, which might actually be more useful. I think I will move my supply planes to the Pakistan air zone, because I think that will be worth a little bit more usefulness. I don't know, it's hard to say. We don't have as many supply planes as I might like. But we'll see. Before the stream started, I did go and further cycle down our production of infantry equipment. Probably this is going to have to come back up soon, but right now we do have a giant stockpile of infantry equipment over here. I don't know how much of it is the latest and greatest. What is the latest of our infantry equipment called? It's the PPS 43. PPS 43. Yeah, actually, we don't have a lot stored of that. Most of the infantry equipment we have stored is a little bit older. And so probably I do want more production over here. But the reason I brought it down is because I do want to get more artillery as well as more tanks. Although currently we are tungsten limited. Let's see if we can import some of that. If we can't, oh, then... Okay, may as well import a little from Sweden at a loss. Maybe even from Italy at a loss. But that's not going to make up our deficit at all. Rubber's a similar problem. We have no real way to import any amount of it. So I guess it didn't make sense to change those production queues. Even though I want more tanks, like, faster, they're not going to be produced. We'll pull back. That'll open up a little bit of tungsten, which we're still going to be short on for artillery, which is a shame. But I guess I'll just put the factories back into infantry equipment over here, because at least we have all the material for that. And we do want to be upgrading to the latest infantry equipment. We've got enough, and I was just hoping to get more of other things to pad things out. We'll see. I was already importing from them again. Oh, did we? Yeah, so then it really didn't change. Oh, we're at 7 of 7. Yeah, okay. Wait, hold on. Yeah, sorry, I'm misreading that. Exported, delivered. It's only buying this much. It's not adding that many more. We'll do 16 and 16. I think the rubber situation is still F though. Yeah, like the most we can get is 4 from Brazil. And that would involve shipping that'll probably get sunk. The auto buy needs a data update. Oh, okay, it's because we haven't unpaused yet. And we did change some trade things. Okay, tell you what, let's go ahead and unpause. We'll let midnight go by and see if that's good enough to get it updated. There we go. So now we have 13 tungsten. So we actually could go and increase more. So, okay, then that means we can, in fact... Yeah, 2 more, yeah. It's going to be okay. We can, in fact, do this. So we have 52 extra. So... I can't see how much it's going to use up. 5. There you go. So that'll leave us with 2 spare. And we'll do this. Since I'd already changed over here, we'd already lost the production efficiency cap, I think so. Okay, that should at least be better. How are we doing on our super heavy tanks? We have 168 kicking around. We might be able to do a little tiny change of our artillery templates. What's the width on this one? No, they're both 21. Okay, let me edit this one. Let me make a copy of this one. Or I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring this down. What if we did something like this? Combat width 18, which is a very good average overall combat width based to some new math and new mechanics and new tracking that people have done. As an average of everywhere we're likely going to be fighting, 18 is going to be a very, very good number. Plus 18 is just a very, very good number overall. And so we might want to do this. It's not going to have as much infantry, so it's not going to be as good as defense, but it should have a fair bit more breakthrough. Yeah, we're adding like 50% more breakthrough, which is going to be amazing. We're also going to get a little bit of hardness and a little bit more armor, which should help us go. And as a percentage, so there's going to be less infantry, but more of an artillery and more of a tank ratio. So I think this is going to be a really good little setup for us. Now, I duplicated this though, didn't I? Why is it giving me... It was telling me it was gonna, I didn't have enough tanks, but it shouldn't be applying this template to everything. Let's try this again. There you go, 0 divisions are using this template. Okay. Yeah, I must have done something weird last time. So we're going to save this. We'll give them a special template. We'll give them the sword over here. And so the idea will be we're going to implement this to a few. So how many tanks in total does this template use? In total, it uses 15. We've got 150 and change? You can see it. So we can do 10, 11 templates worth over here. So the question being, where do we want to make this change? Anywhere we make that template change, those divisions will lose a little bit of org as they get resupplied. They'll lose some combat experience. In theory, we may not want to do it with someone that's actively fighting. On the other hand, we want to do this change somewhere where we're looking to punch through with some amount of rapidity. So I'm tempted to either do it over here in sort of our Korean front, or maybe over here in an Indian front. Not equal on the 122, only 122 breakthrough. Did I not do the same change? 144 breakthrough. So I mean, right now over here, I mean, we are getting attrition. What is the supply situation looking like? Yeah, this is okay. This is limited by trains over here, not local supply. I mean, at least they're still getting supply in general. And actually, yeah, so over here, okay, they've moved out of some supply range, but this might still be a good place to do some of these upgrades. Those are borrowed troops. Some group over here, but we don't have a specific front line drawn for some of these guys. I'm kind of tempted to do it over here, because honestly, if they lose a little bit of steam on this front, it's okay. We just set our transport planes to cover a little bit more of this area as well. So I think what we might do is we might do the purple group here with Valtteri Bottas, who's leading the army. I think we might use these guys. So what did I figure? I could do 11 divisions. Good. I think we're gonna do this. So yeah, you're gonna see we've got green, although just barely. They're gonna get in one little fight, and their mom's gonna get scared. I mean, and then they're gonna get enough XP to go back to regular. So they've got the penalty right now, but they're gonna be reloading anyway. So Valtteri, what I'm gonna do with you is I'm going to delete your specific orders because there's still people on every front, which is gonna be okay. I'm gonna tell you guys. Why can't I? There it is. This wasn't dragging properly. To assign a front here. And honestly, I think what we're going to do is we're going to form Spearhead with you. You do have the Alpine divisions as well, but there's some hills and things over here. I don't know. Maybe this isn't the right people to grab, but it's going to be okay. I'm not going to hit play on your commands. It's going to be all right. You're going to take the offensive doctrine, because it's going to be all about punching through as much as possible. I don't want to necessarily upgrade everyone who can be upgraded, because we want to use your command power for a few different things here. But yeah, we'll give Valtteri the offensive doctrine. We'll let him get sorted out. Let's double check the supply planes. Are they here? Yeah. Let me move you. Well, this is the whole Pakistan air zone, which should be okay. Although that airport's overloaded. So I'm going to move you to this airport. And yeah, keep supplying the Pakistan air zone in general, which is mostly about here. The other thing is the trains over here. We might want to get this... Okay, I think it's these... over here. We're going to get these train tracks upgraded as quickly as possible to bring in more supply to this front. I think that's going to be okay. Bot has the fresh Imperial Prince. Best to leave a few tanks in reserve. Well, that's true. I mean, we do have a few super heavy... Well, okay, only 3, admittedly. But we are making them, and we did just increase the production of that. That should increase the speed. But maybe I should have only made 10 divisions. It's not a terrible point. Well, this airport won't be overburdened. I barely moved any. I just moved 39 transport planes over here. I didn't move everything. I didn't fix the overburdening here. I just fixed the overburdening for the transports. All right, we're building more of these ciphers. Let's go ahead and keep working on some of this. It's going to be okay. Lovely. Rank up the field marshal? Yeah, that's a good point. It's going to be worth it. I'm going to take Charismatic. I really like Charismatic. I think the division recovery rate is incredibly useful. I guess I might as well... Yeah, screw it. Let's spend. Let's give you the offensive doctrine as well. Hello, Impocketing. When did you happen? See, look, it happened again. I box selected over here, and these guys got selected. It happens in a variety of Paradox games. I don't know why. Anyway, we're just going to clear this Impocketing, which will reform our front line properly here. How are we doing over in the east? Well, things are definitely happening. It'd be really great if you could punch through over here, although I can see that that might be a big ask. Why don't you guys make this push? Like that. Keep them pinned in. We're not expecting to win here. We're just stopping these guys from moving back because we should be able to do the punch through over here. Cut that off. Taking expeditions back. I did just move a bunch of planes over here. See, these are planes that were still assigned to various air zones. I don't know, over here somewhere. Actually, there's still some assigned to Turkey, which really don't need to be. So I moved them over here. They don't currently have any orders. I guess what I'll do is I'll get them to do air support and superiority in Manchuria. The range is going to be kind of a pain in the ass, but we'll see. Monty has served her purpose to the Dulags with her. Buff, you know what I love? Is you do exactly the same typo I always do. I go to write serve or served, and I write server. And I don't know if it's just because the muscle memory of hitting R, or if I talk about like internet servers a lot, but it is one of my most frequent typos, and I've never been able to really... Oh, good, we took this little... we took Karachi from the Allies. So the Allies had a little bit of territory over here, but now it's just fighting the fascists. Yeah, I've never been able to quite figure out why that's happening. All right, purple crew over here. You're feeling green with your plan. Some of you are still getting position because of the shuffling. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give a halt to the purple group, and I'm going to bring your front line a little bit more narrow. There we go. Let's do that again. So it's going to be a really concentrated push. Wait for more of you getting position. Hopefully get a little bit more planning. Served by the server at the service. And the R&D key are right next to each other. That's true. So that's probably a contributing factor. Makes sense. Not enough manpower or equipment to fill our garrisons. Really? What are we missing? How do we see our shortage over here? So we have our MP divisions. They don't need any specific special equipment. We are critically short on trucks and support equipment. It's probably the support equipment that it's actually complaining about. But yeah, our trucks, I think they've been exploding a lot. And we don't have enough rubber. What I might have to do is bring up the priority over here, make sure they're ahead of like our planes and things. Say support equipment where? Oh, there you go. Waiting for infantry equipment and support. We have tons of infantry equipment. We have 212,000 infantry equipment just sitting around. Oh, does it still have that bug that people were telling me about where we might have to go into here, into the equipment, uncheck things, save the template, recheck things, save the template because it doesn't actually use stuff properly? Oh, and the warning over here at the top, it tells you as well. 10 support equipment. Because we have... Oh, it is support equipment, and we don't have enough of that. So, okay. Yeah, so that's not a real shortage, though. We're okay. All right. Valtry's troops are still getting in position. They are presumably fully re-equipped, though, because that would be... Yeah, they have their org, they have their strength. They don't have much in the way of planning bonus. I'm betting they can go, though. And right now they are sitting in a low equipment thing, so we might go and hit a punch there anyway. We've got some more divisions ready to deploy. Oh, yeah, these lightweight divisions, which actually should do pretty well for us overall. Because they're combat width 10, which is actually, as we've found out, a really optimal width for various things. So I will get these to deploy. I don't know where I actually want these extra troops. But I was going to say it might be a good idea to halt some of this extra production line. You know what? I'm gonna... Yeah, actually, let's cancel all these, because it's gonna free up some of our equipment.
Внимание!
We'll worry about you later, but at least you're gonna be positioned somewhere. All right. Valtteri Bottas, go, go, go. Let's try to overtake the enemy. Well, I don't know if that was them, like, causing the change right away, but it was pretty dramatic. Didn't see the actual numbers, but if our Royal divisions need tooltip, actual menu shows everything divisions are requesting. Yes, we did see that one. We could prioritize the divisions, but the garrisons, that's true, so they would get the new stuff first. But at the same time, the actively fighting forces might be the ones we want to prioritize. Well, I meant to make this a spearhead instead of this. Although it might still be worth, I think with these, with Valtteri's group, I'm going to go and shift-click over here to really get some punching happen. If we can take this place, which really isn't so bad, no matter what it says on the tin. This place, yeah, you're not so bad, buddy. Grabbing that gives us an extra place for some reinforcements. We get some local supply as well. Yeah, Paolo. Bum, bum, bum. So things are slowly happening over here too. Making the move. Yeah, we didn't manage. Oh, we might still yet.
До приказа.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to push it. Third Bulgarian Empire, okay. Yeah, it looks like we are going to cut off this little peninsula fairly soon, which is going to be good. Like, looks like progress is still happening. It's slow, but it's happening. Yeah, very rough terrain. Supply problems constantly happening. Let me grab this little green group over here, and let's make sure to cut down this way. Interesting, there's a train track over here leading to, I don't know, what? Is there a local supply? Oh, there's a supply hub down there. Weird, supply hub here and here? Maybe they were owned by different people. When Japan surrenders, Honda needs to be the national vehicle producer. It's our civic duty. Oh, come on. 10 prioritized garrisons on the theory that will help the factories aren't being blown up. You know, that's an excellent point. That's right. I forgot about attack plan Sweden. I mean, yeah, let's just go for it. I mean, we're already at war with everyone, so. I forgot about attack plan Sweden. There's this purple group over here. We'll give them a play button. And we'll let them start. Sweden joins the Allies. That's fine. And then after they've started moving, I'm going to do a shift right click over here. There we go. This is going to help a lot with our war against Norway. Although it does look like we've got some friends who have landed here. Italy has landed in Norway. A couple of naval invasions, cutting that in half. But yeah, we'll watch Sweden as well. They've got a lot of metals and things like that. I don't know if they've got much in the way of chromium, but that would be nice. Changing the national car, that'd be the start of a lot of bad things. Oh my god. You people. Attack plan Sweden. Yes, no spies will ever freak out. But they'll be like, well, attack plan Sweden can't possibly be about literally attacking Sweden. That would be crazy. Clearly, this is a code name for something completely unrelated to Sweden. And that's how we get them. See? Reverse psychology. Or maybe that's just a complete lack of psychology. Either way, it gets the job done. We got Marines. Japanese Marines stuck here. These guys have no supply, so they're going to be easy to boop, and then they're going to be just completely wiped out as well, which is going to be nice. Still making moves into here. Hopefully one day we'll be able to grab Lahore, but if, you know, we'll be able to get some more angles and things like that, which is all going to help, and that's going to be okay. So crazy it must work. Super strategy. We're moving in on sinking. Does this have a different name today? Or different romanticization, or, you know, spelling in Latin language? Sinking? Or I'm just completely ignorant about geography again, which is fairly likely. Okay, these guys aren't quite cut off, but it's still making move there. It's Changchung today? Can't say that I'm particularly familiar with that either. Hey, I'm from North America. It's a wonder I'm even aware that other countries exist. You know, give me some credit. I have a sinking feeling about this. Oh, snap. Oh, snap! Oh, Manchukuo just GG'd out. Nice. Hang on. So, oh, did I actually click there? 'Cause I wanna keep. Oh yeah, good. It's lit up. So they GG'd out, but they're still holding on to some territory by virtue of the fact that there's, you know, troops from other nations over here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna encourage, even though they have no supplies, they might be unwilling to push. We're gonna go ahead and do one of those just to make sure it's happening a little bit more quickly. If we can meet over here, cut these guys off from everything. What are the losses for Japan in particular looking like? Because that's what I'm curious about. 700, nearly 800,000. We are over 1 million losses, but we are fighting a lot of wars in a lot of different places. Although, yeah, our ratio against Japan isn't that great, but it is possible that some of the losses on this front, like we are killing some people for belong to other people. I don't know. Yeah, it's not ideal, but we're making gains, and we still have plenty of manpower left over. Changchung was renamed sinking by the Japanese between 1932 and 1945 when it switched back to Shangchung, which I'm probably not pronouncing correctly. And yeah, it's not a city I'm familiar with. All right, all y'all. I'm gonna do another just shift click over here just to encourage some very aggressive movement. And oh, you know what we can do? All y'all and all y'all. I'm gonna do a shift click here to Delhi, which is gonna be terribly useful for this. But the idea is we'll get these guys to meet in the middle. We'll get a better wrap up around the Punjab area over here. Kashmir, Peshawar, owned by Iran right now because, you know, maybe this is the reason I don't know anything about geography, because these games. Now, that's not true. I've learned a lot of geography playing these games. I'm going to disable all the propaganda efforts, because it's not a message I particularly care about. How are we doing in Sweden? Things are happening. Things are happening. Let's take one of these guys and encourage a little movement like that. And then one of these other guys, we're going to be doing a little something like this, especially along the railroads here. Good. Progression is happening. I'm not too concerned about what's happening over there. Very focused on India right now, which I think is good because it's going to move pretty quickly, but also very happy about the progression that's being made here. If we can have some extra dudes throw into this attack just to make sure it happens. Beautiful. Oh, that is quite the move over there. I love it. Oh, staring! No, stop! You're killing me! I wasn't here for the start of the stream, so I'm a bit lost. Could someone samurais it for me? Oh my god. Hey, it's 1944. It's a brand new year. Things are looking up for us. for those of you who weren't here on Monday and don't know the update for this week, there's not going to be a stream on Saturday, which is Christmas Day. There will be a stream on Friday, Christmas Eve. It is going to be, we're currently planning noon to 4. It might end up being 2 to 4. We'll have to see a little bit. It is going to be Dwarf Fortress. So there's going to be some Dwarf Fortress this Friday. No stream on Saturday. In fact, after this Friday, the next live stream is going to be on Saturday, January the 1st, I think is the plan. I think was the plan that I'd come up with. I don't remember. Okay. Now this is good. Theoretically a fairly large pocketing, assuming they don't close this back up. Closing in a Harbin. Making a little progress towards sinking, in theory.
Готов.
Get you guys to jump in on this plan over here. Take another look over here at Sweden. There we go. That port town's gonna be grabbed. There. These guys, I might just have them like beeline along the rails.
Выходим.
Do that. I guess I could have waited for this guy to move out, but he did look a little vulnerable. Or in particular, oh, you don't have any supply over here. We got to go down to here to grab this port, and then up over here for more supply grabs. Those are going to be big gets, but it looks like Sweden is going to be collapsing fairly quickly. So for those of you keeping score at home, Norway, much more impressive than Sweden. Now, it helps that we had a bigger front with Sweden. Norway's very thin and all mountains.
Я готов.
Punch through there, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab one of you guys. Actually, I'll let that trio keep going. And what I'm going to do is take this guy and have him cut here behind the river. And just try to cut off a little bit more over there. So overall, it's seeming pretty decent here. Good. What mountains in Norway? Yeah. Norway's just all crinkly all the time. It's just mountains and fjords. Or at least hills and fjords. Or fjords and fjords. Slarty Bart Fast would be very happy. Okay, hold on. We got a bypass here. Okay, so we finished Pacify the Rim, which then generated a bypass on the Berlin-Moscow axis, which presumably is us teaming up with Germany, which we already have, so that gets auto-bypassed, which is nice. Next, we could go rebuild the Far Eastern Fleet, giving us some dockyards, which would be very nice, actually. So we're going to do that, and thematically we're fighting Japan, so we're going to keep going down over there. Fjords in Norway, that should solve our truck problem. Ha! Fun fact, Norway is Norwegian for crinkly landscape. Well, that doesn't sound right, but I don't know enough about Norwegian to dispute that fact. So we'll just go with it. I will now refer to crinkle cut fries as Norwegian fries.
Выходим. Пошли.
Overwrite. Do this, because this is obviously going to be a pretty easy punch through. Hey, we're getting our ace pilots finally. I don't think we've gotten many along the way. Do we have free factories? Oh my. Well. Yeah, we're short on tungsten and rubber again. Some of our trade deals are probably getting interrupted. Oh, and someone in here is gone. One of the people we're trading with is just gone. And we can't get any more from Italy. So, I guess what we're going to do is I'm going to add another line of 5 support equipment, which actually is all we've got. And then I'll probably add in some more infantry equipment later on, since we are clearly still waiting for some upgrades over there. Oh, was I trading with Sweden? Oh, so it's okay. Our tungsten problem is going to be solved again soon. I forgot we were trading with Sweden. Now, Western... Where are you guys? Oh yeah, you're not... You're technically part of this India push. That's fine. Just going to do... How come I can't do that with these guys?
Слушаю.
There it is. Shift right click onto Stockholm. After the instructions that I gave you, and here, you are going to come through here and cut across these rivers. And keep doing that plan. I want to control as much of this as possible. Hippity hoppity, your tungsten is now our property. So Norway's pretty much in real life Skyrim. Well, yeah, where do you think the Nords come from? Current trade law. That's true. We might be able to keep more of our goods internally because we are, I think, export focused. We don't need war propaganda against Norway. It's not going to exist soon, so it's not going to matter.
Я готов.
These little marines, they're finally trained up. I think the idea is eventually we are going to do a bit of an invasion of Japan, but we don't have the superiority right now. I suppose I could plan it. Anyway, we'll do a little bit of a plan. We got whiskey and chocolate. Hold on a second. Hang on. So the plan is going to be to go from here to maybe this. But I'm not going to initiate the plan. But at least they can get everything ready. I think that'll reserve our vehicles and whatnot, and that's going to be very good. I guess we really needed our Alpine divisions to be over here, but well. It's named Moose! I was talking to Bella the other day, and she suggested the same thing. You need to do more dog yards. As opposed to shipyards, we need more dog yards. Thank you very much, named Moose. It's appreciated. Bella's just happy she's gotten a couple of walks yesterday. Beautiful weather. The Nords clearly come from South Africa. It's right there in the name. Okay. Was Motorsport Manager your longest running series? Oh, absolutely. It's without a doubt. I mean, we've got more videos and things for other games. Like, I've spent more time in other games. But in terms of a single Let's Play series, I mean, it's not even close. I mean, it was almost 2 years long of one campaign. It's ludicrous. How's our decryption coming along? Ireland joined the Allies. Well, good for them. All right, we completed this. We'll infiltrate some more Japanese stuff. The dudes with the hats have the infiltration bonus. Prepare and go. I'm just gonna grab one of these troops here. Another one over here, just to make sure this gets boops and no one gets attached. Ireland's been called in. Guys, we're screwed now. The Irish are coming. Be careful burning through Sweden. We'll need to talk supplies to... We'll need enough supplies to Stockholm. Oh, Stockholm. I didn't get it until I said it out loud. Which is always the best puns. Stockholm. We better not get sick there. If we get sick in Stockholm, what would we call the disease? Let's move down. And then we might target some more of these supply places. Okay. Upper Bad is done. You guys come over here. Big supply depot get. Something like that. Alright, this is finally coming together. Or coming apart for the bad guys. Watch the Irish potato guns. Okay, how are we doing over here? Nice. Real nice. Okay. Our Eastern Front. I think what we're going to do...
Готов выдвигаться.
Shift click. Do this and go immediately.
Готов.
Now you guys.
Слушаю.
Okay.
Смирно.
Cancel your commands as well.
Слушаю. Я готов.
This random group of 4. They probably had a special mission at some point. I'm just gonna fold you into this army over here in India. Okay.
Готов выдвигаться.
And go for plans. Yeah, so that's the reason we're sort of gonna be saving up the command power so we can get more leaders. So I know they've got promotions and stuff ready. I think more leaders would benefit more than promotions everywhere. Wow, the push in India is going fast. We've definitely broken through. I mean, here, going a little slow still, but we're getting there. It'd be really nice if we could just go and merge up over here. In particular, if we could grab this airport. Wouldn't that be nice? Speaking of airports. Liberia joins the Allies. Okay. Our little transport planes here. Let's get some support in southern India. this airport, although it will be overloaded, but just barely. Let's use this to finish the push in southern India. I see a war map with... Can we see the at war with map in Southeast Asia? Wondering if there are more than Tibet we are not at war with. Oh, you meant the, like, the diplomatic, like, to see... Yeah, it's only Tibet we're not at war. Ah! Nepal. Tibet and Nepal are not participating, but everything else. In the entire world? Okay, Brazil, a couple things. I mean, they might be in their own war. They're in a war against the Spanish Empire, which I'm not sure still exists. And Bhutan? Was Bhutan in there? And not colored? Oh, there it is! The problem is, like, zoomed out, the name doesn't really show up too much. It just looks like it's part of Tibet. Sorry, I do always forget about Bhutan. Poor little guys. Research slot available. Okay. It's not 45 yet, so we're not going to do these. It's probably worth getting more of the MP divisions because we are garrisoning more and more and more, and this was going to give us considerably more efficiency on our garrison groups. The other thing we could do to spend army... Oh, speaking of that, hold on. We need doctrines. Land doctrines. Go, baby, go. Operational concentration. Reinforce rate. Planning. Gives us elastic defense. Still worth it. Grab that now. And I know we've still got some planes undeployed, but we're sort of limited by our airport capacity more than anything. You. Let's do a little cut here. That's going to be good. And... going down maintenance companies. We kind of need... Okay, you guys over here need to attack here. Because first of all, you might win, but you need to keep this guy pinned down so that we can just walk into this province without opposition, if at all possible. We've got a naval invasion somewhere. Very, very good chance these naval invasions aren't anything that's actually relevant to us. So Tibet and Nepal are now Asian Switzerland. Yeah, because Switzerland itself is... Oh, it is still independent. All right. Not doing anything. I'm assuming Switzerland doesn't have its own national idea tree, but it would be kind of funny if to do a Let's Play as them at some point.
Готов?
Valtteri Bottas not really feeling the prep right now. What I'm going to do... Because I don't want you too spread out. I really want to use this as a concentrated punching pool. I'm going to get Valtteri's group positioned over here with a spearhead to Calcutta. So concentrate your forces and then start making the push to the east. There you go. To be cutting these guys off. They do have a little bit of supply, but it's still going to be good to do that. Russia must be stretched. We have tons of troops. We're not even training anyone. Oh, free military factories. Just throw more support equipment. Actually, let me do this for now, and we can pull back on it later on. Playing as the Swiss would be a fun new thing to do. Pendragon, get out! What is with you guys today with the puns? You're all terrible. And I love you for it. Is it air doctrines I can grab right now? Yeah, let's go and do that. Air superiority, yeah. Well, it's always good to get the air superiority bonus. We can backfill more of these later on. The doctrines are coming in pretty well. We do have a lot of air wings. We're not even using them.
Так точно.
I think there's a clear vulnerability right now. Ooh, yeah, make sure to run along this as quickly as possible. We got rail connections. We do that. We actually might be able to come up behind Beijing as well. Some of the push got stopped. Grab more dudes over here and make this explicit push with a good number of people. Capture the airport, capture almost certainly some supply depots. Perfect. And then over here, oh, that's looking very nice. Yeah, these guys are cut off from supply, so they're going to get stack wiped completely, and they're not going to be very good at fighting. Any plans for nukes this game? Not currently. We haven't even started researching yet, but... The problem to deploy nukes, we do need full air superiority, and I'm not sure we're in a position to get that anywhere. I think we're much more likely to be able to do a naval invasion of Japan than nukes. But if we are going to nuke anything, it'll be that or the UK. Actually, that might be the thing. The UK might be the prime nuke target. Let's get our new naval bomber tech. That is going to be very useful. Push into Goa.
Так точно.
Assist here. Not that you're really needed. Nukes are a blast, though. 3 massive alliances that'll hit each other. Yeah, it's a 3-way world war right now.
Готов?
This should be okay. I don't expect these guys to be that tough. How's Valtry's group coming along
В
here?
атаку!
Spearhead pushing forward. Excellent. Good to see. This Mountaineer division, I'm just going to get you to do a little bit of the... Oh, there's someone there. I thought it was empty for some reason.
Вперед! Выходим!
And just try to punch through this gap as quickly as possible. Restoration of the Bulgarian Patriarch. Ah, good for them. Outdated equipment. Oh, those are our planes, right? Yep. Fighter 3s. I'm going to spend a little XP. I don't want to hurt the reliability. In fact, I might want to boost the reliability up. Okay, so we get 1 notch reliability, 1 notch of engine speed on our Yak 3As, which we're now going to put in production, although we still don't have any rubber. Peace constant's going to be messy. Yeah, probably going to be disappointing how much we get out of it. What's our war contribution? 34%. That's not too shabby. That's more war prop. Go away.
Готов!
What?
Готов
See, I
подвигаться.
definitely didn't select you. So I'm gonna hit these guys. Push, push, push. Good. Here, we'll get some anti-partisan activity. Some artisan activity. Wow. Look, this thin line that we have not been able to push. We do control this airport over here. Can fit up to 800 planes, huh? Well, some of these air wings without missions. These are strategic bombers, naval bombers. We've got more than that, don't we? Without missions? Yeah, there we go. Fighters. Keep you here, operate here. You don't need to do interception. Anything, I want you guys operating in the Sea of Japan. Doing naval strikes, port strikes, strategic... Well, actually, I guess the strategic bombers can't really do anything at sea, and I don't know if I want to deploy them over the Sea of Japan, or over Japan properly yet, because they might just get shot down. We kind of need more range with our fighters. Although, maybe what I can do is I could have them operate over the home islands, but only at night, which will make it a little harder for them to get intercepted. They're pretty obsolete strategic bombers, so I don't really care too much if they get lost. What are you doing to India? Madra of God! Listen, we're just liberating India from the Japanese. We're totally liberating them. We're going to be greeted as liberators, one might say. Not going to cause any problem. Yeah, like, all these provinces are semi-unassailable with the number of troops that are in there, although their supply situation is pretty bad. And ours is actually not too shabby. I wonder if we can do,
Внимание!
we can attack from a lot of angles. So you guys are done defending over here? No, don't attack there, you stupid idiots. Stop.
Внимание!
You're doing more like that. I mean, we don't have perfect supply either. There's river crossings and things.
Готов подвигаться.
But maybe we can do something there. Meanwhile, push here is going very well.
Я готов.
Here, you attack here, and you as well. We're gonna keep this guy pinned down for a sec.
Слушаю. Жду приказа. Так точно.
Go. Good. Lovely. The Yaks are still very aerodynamic. There's a great picture online of someone having done like an aerodynamic analysis of a cow. That's pretty entertaining. Have you not finished this up yet? Come on. Clean those guys up. Garrisons over here are good. New divisions of basic training we're sort of fine with. How's the equipment situation looking? So the number of infantry equipment we've got has gone down. We hit 220k for a while. Yeah, we're definitely going through a lot per day. We've got positive on our trucks. That's good. Support equipment is still a shortage right now, which is too bad. As are the light tanks, which are we might have one division somewhere that uses light tanks. Mostly, I think it might be some recon. We might want to add a little bit more production to that. We'll see. Okay, that's great.
Royce!
So you're going there. I'm gonna get one of you guys to do this, and then a bunch of you guys punch through that way. And you guys over here, just push down to Madras as much as you can. Go, 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 go. Oh, there we go. We did manage to split these guys in half. Lovely. So this should allow this cleanup to go a little bit better now, although we could probably do with a bit of a cleanup. Control right click. Okay, so this division, I'm going to cancel all your orders. Assign you over here with a goal to go after Peshawar. And then, oh, that's that purple division. Hang on. There's a purplish division assigned over here. It's not Valtry's, is it? Army 11. Oh, it's this over here. You guys are no longer going to be assigned there. Instead, you are going to focus on this front here. With kind of that as a push. It's going to be hell with all the rivers. It'd be nice to do it with Marines. Some of these guys, Valtteri can be assigned a... you know what? He's got good morale. Let's give Valtteri the Army Morale Officer position. And you can be our infantry specialist. Sure. Okay. Racing aerodynamic cows would be quite a high-stakes sport! Oh my god. Advanced heavy tank chassis. Oh yes, that's so that we can get the modern tank, which soon, hopefully, we will do. We could even get the modern engine, which will matter if we do some specific tank armies. Right now, we're using our heavy tanks as support. We are going to want to move towards that, but if we're going to do that, we are going to want to pair those tanks up with mechanized infantry. So let's go down the mechanized branch and start doing that. Or maybe I should have just grabbed some more tank upgrades. I don't know. Iraq wants a non-aggression pack. Pfft, I want to aggress everyone. Sounds like a Motorsport Manager mod. Just replace the car models with cows. People will have so many questions. Punch. Go, go, go. Okay, this guy's slowly starving out, so we'll get that soon. Making some good moves here. Excellent. So they just stand there. It's like, no, push. I mean, you know, they might not have an attack order. But that's just because the borders get so damn messy. Like a football player, they get so damn messy. Okay, I'm gonna just do a shift right click on a bunch of these guys. Push, push, push. Taking Calcutta has historically been very difficult with the Twin Rivers and things like that. But I think we'll be okay. We can develop some new mines. The ore mines I don't particularly care about too much, but what the hell, right? Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, we haven't checked in on Sweden in a bit. Sweden / Norway. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that things went pretty well over here.
Get off.
Let's make a push towards Malmo, and that might be the Swedish capitulation at that point. Actually, this is alphabetical. With the Allies? Sweden, yeah. So we don't need much more. You over here. Not that it matters, but can you just clean that up? Because it's going to annoy me. I mean, it's not going to matter when Sweden capitulates anyway. But let's get it done. Lend-Lease, thank you very much. Yes, Italy, give me some support equipment. I like that. Oh, whiskey and chocolate from Dante. Dante Zuma, thank you very much, Dante. Hi, Quill, I've been watching your content since Civ 4 days. 2010. Jesus. Just paying my respects for many of our hours of entertainment. Thank you very much, Dante. That is really appreciated. Civ 4. Still want to go back and do another Let's Play for that. Every now and again I've opened it up and tried to play and get instantly wrecked. And I'm like, what the hell? I used to be okay at Civ 4. I never did beat, never played Civ 4 on deity difficulty. It's not like Civ 5 and Civ 6, which I really did master because I can consistently beat it on deity, despite making errors. But Civ 4 is like, oh wow. I used to be better though. I didn't beat it on deity, but Jesus. The knowledge has really gone completely obsolete. Alright, I'm just gonna clean that all up completely. No longer have the effects of Romanov restoration. Okay. push towards Calcutta is still happening? What? Civ 4 wasn't that long ago. I mean, you know there have been 2 games since then, right? A 5 and a 6? It's been a little while. You guys over here, can I get you to push in on this guy instead? Because that'll be a little bit weaker and a better get with the airports and everything. And you guys over here, push into Beijing, not expecting to take Beijing, but to stop them from reinforcing this location. That'll be very good for us. And lots of civ expansions, that's true. These guys here are doing strategic redeploys to some goddamn place. Push to the back. Just keep subdividing this. It's a lot of dudes over there. So yeah, we'll probably wait until we wrap them up a little bit more. We got some more Lend-Lease for support equipment. Lovely. Anti-partisan. I'm going to do this anyway. I mean, we're not doing anti-partisan activities yet with the spy, but we'll see. All right, so rebuild the Far Eastern Fleet is done, which now leads us to Memories of 1905. We could also do Japanese overtures, but that's if we were chill with Japan, which we're not. Memories of 1905. The war in 1905 is still a black mark on a people's collective memory. We must exploit this and exhort the workers in a monumental effort to create a new fleet with which we may dominate the Pacific and fan the flames of their hatred so that they will call for its use to exact revengeance against our old enemies. Gives us coastal forts, naval experience, war support, dockyard output. We can probably wait on that. I mean, war goals in Japan. We're already at war over there. Claims on things. Yeah, we can actually wait on a bunch of that. We can modernize the Far Eastern Fleet. Give us research bonuses for naval stuff. That might be useful. The other thing we could do is boop some of these, like Capital of the Tsars, giving us factories. This is in St. Petersburg. Factories, anti-air, and some construction speed bonuses, which is nice. Secure Finland, secure the Baltics. Or we could wrap back around over here, which first of all, we can get a new beginning. Oh, right, because we were at peace with whoever or whatever. Consumer goods factories, factory repair speed, production efficiency cap, the economic space initiative. I kind of want to do this. Lead to like rockets and stuff. That sounds like fun. All right, listen, everyone, just go. Just go. I have faith. You can do some shit. I'm gonna get you guys to cut this way. Well, one of you is still gonna beeline towards Calcutta. Go here into Calcutta. Go here into Calcutta. There we go. That's the way we want to do it. Need the Russian Space Force. Yeah. Need to get a Chekhov. Talk about nuclear vessels. Alright. Get this army over here. Still getting a range. Do we have enough experience to recruit someone? Not yet. Because you're not actually on play mode. Theoretically, you're getting a position over here. I guess there's no one guarding this front, which I just realized. Make sure you're pushing in here, please. I'm really surprised we haven't gotten the capitulation from Sweden yet. We got Malmo. Uh, 98%. Come on! Once Göteborg, or however you pronounce it, falls, it'll be okay. In fact, grabbing a couple extra random provinces anywhere is probably going to be enough to do it. And then, so Norway still exists over here and over there. We could leave Italy to take care of the rest of Norway. Swedish, capitulation, bam. Lots of equipment got, although it is going to be spread out. I think, with everyone? I don't know, maybe that is really how much we got personally. Alright. So this group here, I think I'm going to pull out of here completely. And instead, I'm not even sure it's going to be relevant by the time you get here, but we're going to tell you to come over here and do something like that. Tell all you guys to halt. I'm not going to give you upgrades or anything. I want extra leaders. Oh, this division has no orders left anymore. have you join over here. You're not a very, like, punchy group, but you may as well get in position and see what you can do when you get there. Here, I'll even hit play right away on that. That's going to have to be okay.
Готов выдвигаться.
Still hoping to get this push. Okay, there we go. That might work. And if so, I'm going to split the selection in half and get some people to start circling behind here. We can isolate this and then keep going down the coast. That would be really nice. So right now, all of our shipping production is going where? What am I looking for? What am I looking for? Here. Oh yeah, we are building subs. Oh, I need to change the auto deployment because I really want you to deploy specifically here. There it is. I don't like that it's... There it is, okay. Because I don't want you just appearing somewhere random. We're pumping out a ton of subs. Is going to be the idea. All over here. And then we will develop some other ships. Mostly, like, just enough to do some convoy protection of our invasion force. Night vision. We'll go ahead and get... Oh, cancel on least. That's too bad. We got 50% boost to the hard attack of our infantry and things, which is going to be alright. No tech to be gotten over there. How are we doing here? Oh, that stalled out, which is too bad. We may have to build a proper front. I wonder if you can hit this guy. Oh, we'll give it a try. This push is happening. Doing these guys don't have any supply. So that's looking kind of okay. Oh, we got a nice surround going here. Anyway, you guys. Punch, punch, punch. Grab one of you, do that. Grab you guys, do a little bit of this. Groovy. And then when you're done this, you're going to flow into there. Actually, I'm going to grab... You guys can do that, actually. And this whole pocket's going to get cleaned up. How's the war going? Pretty well! Hey, Blarney! 52 months! Thank you very much! Do you like Christmas lunch with family? I love it. I love it, love it, love it. I didn't actually do lunch today, because with streaming schedule and things, and appointments, Sencha and Kiss for Luck are currently at the Cairo. But I think we're gonna have a very nice dinner tonight with things that we opened yesterday. I think this is my one light tank division over here. Here, we'll get them to just try to rip down over here. Try to use some speed. Little gap in West India / Iran. Well, we did just fill this one here, and then there's some impassable terrain over here, so some of these gaps aren't really gaps. There might be somewhere else you're talking about, though, so I don't know. You may still be right. Oh, there might be a little gap over here. Let's grab you, who aren't doing anything right now, get you to cut through here to Lucknow. And maybe grab some rail. Oh, you're going to get intercepted along the way. But looks like you're going to win that one, which is nice. All 5 of these are pushing in here? Really? I'm going to grab one of them, because they're not needed to complete the push. Come down here and follow along the rail, please. I don't know if you move faster along rail or not, but that is, I mean, grabbing more rail means controlling more supply, especially if we follow the rail to a supply hub. It's a river crossing here, but I don't see any reason why we couldn't go and take these guys. And clean this little pocket up. Great. See, these guys are the strategic redeploy. I'm going to do this just to kill a little bit of time and then get them to push in here, which these guys already are, which is going to be okay. We've got our transport planes, I think, where they were here. Let's move the planes to here and keep operating in southern India, and they'll at least be a little closer to this front. Cleanup of Iran. Well, that's the idea. We've got troops moving in. The previous Swedish troops, Swedish/Norwegian army, are coming over here. They just haven't gotten here yet. And then, oh, this front broke a little bit. Oh, that's quite interesting. So we did take Peshawar, which is nice. squeeze this. There's a lot of troops there, and it's some rough terrain. But they don't have supply, although, again, I suppose neither do I. But we can open up some extra combat with get the multi-directional bonus. Didn't that show up over here, the multi-directional thing? Wow, they have a lot of... Oh, that's his traits. There we go. Attacking from multiple directions. Excellent, yeah. Take that. We should be able to clean up the... Mr. Danish Butter. First of all, correct me if I'm wrong, but every time I see your username, don't I bring up the great Danish butter shortage story, which is one of my favorite dairy-related stories of all time? I think that is true. Also, holy crap, man! Thank you very much. Wow. Wow. Thank you very much, Mr. Danish Butter. That is incredibly generous. Mr. Butter says, Merry Christmas, and I hope to buy a good whiskey. I'm very excited for that. Now, I did get a very good whiskey, or very interesting looking whiskey anyway, for Solstice yesterday that I'm very excited to dig into. Maybe I should do that on stream. Maybe we should have a little... It'd be appropriate to have vodka for this, but I mean, we might have to open up a little bit of whiskey at the end of the stream. You can buy something without Essentia watching. Wow, thank you so much. I don't think I could justify buying a $300 bottle of whiskey, but maybe I could get $300 bottles of whiskeys? You know? God damn, that's amazing. Thank you so much. Wow. Let's just research everything. I don't know. He's using up some more factories, but it's fun to unlock stuff. Thanks for the tanks. Or $301 bottles of whiskey. There we go. Oh.
Готов подвигаться.
Cheap whiskey might taste like lighter fluid,
Слушаю.
but it still gets you drunk.
Брось!
You guys, punch in here. That's clearly going to work fine. Yeah, you'll have to go up the mountain, which kind of sucks, but there you go. And we can do this. And just get a little bit of movement over here.
Верно!
I suspect we can do some pretty good action over here as well. Okay. And we are punching Calcutta now. Great. If I can do this, which I'm not sure that we can. Maybe. We got some green lights going on. We'll see. Expensive lighter fluid tastes like cheap whiskey, though. It's Canada. I mean, my alcohol purchases are tax deductible. Why do we think I talk about whiskey on stream so much? Obviously, this is just a business expense, right?
Верно!
I'm pretty sure that's how taxes work.
Слушаю.
And I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna go to jail one day if it's true. I do like that I can write off, like, you know, computer equipment and stuff. Well, I mean, I guess all businesses can write off computer equipment. Most businesses can't write off computer games. Best job in the universe, and thank you very much, everyone who continues to make it something that I can do somehow. I don't really believe that, you know... I still think that this is all just a dream and I'm gonna wake up, because all of this is, like, crazy-ass bullshit that doesn't make any sense. But until then, I'm just gonna shut my eyes and keep pretending like it's real. Or graphic cards, yeah, if I could find one. Here's where I would buy and put all my graphic cards, if I had one. Because I'm not paying like a scalper $2,000 goddamn dollars for a freaking graphics card. My GTX 1080 is still fine. It's a couple generations behind.
Смирно!
Alrighty. Push, 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 push. Got a wound over here. Mongolia supply is dead. I mean, everyone's supply is pretty much toasted here. But we've got some movement going on now. Oh, the Swedish troops have finally arrived.
Слушаю. Брось!
Here.
Выходим!
Push, push, push. And...
Я готов!
push, push. There we go. This is crazy, I don't want to be saying. Yeah, no. I think it's just a collective delusion that we're all enjoying. We've all just subscribed to it, and we're okay with it.
Слушаю.
Makes me think, in World of Darkness, in the Mage world, there's the idea of, like, the shared reality, the collective reality. from the sort of collective unconscious. And the idea in that setting is a lot like, you know, just will and desire and thought shapes the world. But like collectively as a group, you know, 6 or 7 billion humans have sort of agreed on to what reality is. And that's sort of what is kind of sort of the static reality. But anyway, that's what we're doing over here. We're collectively just agreeing to believe in this thing, even though it clearly doesn't make any sense. Let's go and spend some more points on doctrines. Vast offensive, infantry combat width decrease. And reduce supply consumption, which is amazing. What was the implication here? 16 combat width. So unfortunately that means I can't add another artillery, because that'll bring us to 19, which is a very ungood number. But I could add an extra infantry battalion? Brigade? One of those. One of the B ones over here. And it's still not 18, but it's a little closer. And it's going to allow for a little bit more efficient packing. Materially, we should be fine. Yeah, there's no reason not to do this. Done.
Готов.
All these troops, just see if you can do... Because there's a supply hub over here. Let's just see if we can YOLO to that supply hub. Somewhere, somehow. Wait. Sorry, I'm getting my sides confused. This I already control. Yeah. So, are there supply hubs to be grabbed over here? There's one over there. I wonder if you guys can do this. Might be a challenge, because the AI does like to defend its cities, which, I mean, makes a lot of sense. But that would be pretty good. And the other thing it would do... What's the current capital... Well, I guess this is Japan. There's no capital of India to conquer over here, because it would be nice to cut off. But doing this will probably completely starve these guys off from supply from Japan, coming in from one of the coastal ports over here. That's just pretty good. Meanwhile, taking Kabul, a little bit challenging, but this has been cleaned up very nicely. Excellent. And then we can get the teal group, which is this teal group over here, the so-called one of the Western armies, is going to join in. So I'm just shift-clicking over here. After you're done this, shift-click, come into their side on Kabul. Invade yourself. Stop invading yourself. Stop invading yourself. Norway has capitulated! No way! Norway? It's a little spotty over there, and we pulled all our troops out of here a little while ago. We're just letting Italy clean up some of this. We should have gotten some credit for that as well. Wait, which side am I fighting on? I mean, at this point, just the other countries in the world aren't proving much of a challenge. So to make the game a little bit more difficult, I'm going to start attacking myself. Norway, are you serious? Releases. What's this decision? Is it propaganda? Of course it's propaganda. It's always propaganda. Keep expecting there to be an exciting decision to come up, but no, it's just another thing to dismiss. Yeah, let's get some more air doctrines. Strategic bombing, interception detection, and then we can go and clean. We can get some of these other categories later on as well too, because they're not mutually exclusive. All right, how are we doing here? Push on Kabul. A little slow. It's okay. We have Calcutta. We've got Calcutta. Okay, so is it over here? Yeah, Valtteri Bottas's group over here. Let me cancel their war plans. Attacking across all these rivers is going to be pretty difficult. I'm going to put you over here, but the idea with this is going to be to spearhead north this way to do some cutoffs. I'll hit play as well. I don't babysit you. I mean, I know you're not in position, blah, 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 blah. We did grab Patna here, and if we can hold it, that's very good. Because again, big supply hub. I mean, we don't have a connection to it. We don't get to use it as a supply hub currently. But the important thing was to cut it off from the others and really give them a hard time. I'm going to attack here. I was going to say, that's going to go fine. I think it's going to go fine. Is this, so we can just widen this a little bit. Give me a little bit more safety. And actually, if we can take a bunch of these guys, yeah, push up through here, and then see if we can sneak around the back here. Push up along the river, but also gain more control of this territory and do some more impactings. Just declare war on everyone at the same time so you can disable all the propaganda decisions at once. Aaron, that's good thinking. Although the thing is, the propaganda decision doesn't come up right away. Like, there'll be people we've been at war with for a little while, then finally the propaganda comes up. I actually don't know what the trigger decision is for it.
Зададим жару!
Alright, we're gonna do, like, a big push over here. So hopefully we can open a few tracks and then cut around behind it.
Мирно!
Guys, we're going to make a move to Nanjing, which currently doesn't have any defenders in it. And then follow behind along the rail to Hangzhou. Shanghai is ours. That's great.
Готов выдвигаться!
Pushing over here. You'll need a little more.
Так точно!
Yeah, I need to do a little of that. I mean, these guys weren't... They were still in their out-of-supply grace period. I guess I could have waited a little bit more to do the push, but I was looking, so it was worth it. At some point, we'll just declare war on Tibet, Nepal, and Bhutan just because. The AI demons rocking this game strategy, keep attacking, everything seems to work out. Just blind attacking isn't really necessarily the thing. It depends on like parity and stuff. And one of the things over here, it is important to push as quickly as possible because supply continues to be a problem. But just like in a war, it turns out that just like attacking and being faster is really good. We've got some good, a few good divisions that are really set up for punching through. Yeah, I'm not going to set up any more of this. We'll just keep our civilian things. So we're trying to punch through in strategic ways. And this where I grab a bunch and attack, a lot of it is going to be wasted and stupid. But it's a big, long front, a little hard to manage right now. But I know that there's going to be some vulnerabilities somewhere. So I'm just doing this. Even though it's not efficient, we have such a big numbers advantage and strength advantage. It's just in the interest of going a little bit faster and not have to think too much about the micro. I'm going to do this, but it is being kind of wasteful. But I know that there's punches. And that is happening. That's good. I'm going to grab some of some of these lightweights and move here to pin this tank. Don't know exactly what this tank division is composed of, but tanks by themselves are bad at defense. An exact breakdown of this? I guess is it over here? So it looks like probably motorized and tanks. So yeah, they're holding off a little bit. But the idea was to pin them down so that the rest of these armies can make some moves. I'm going to grab these lightweight divisions and try to make a push this way. Wuhan, hey. There's a place whose name I now know.
Мирно!
So we got a little stalled out over here. This looks like a good vulnerable location, though. If we can attack from 2 different provinces, punch through over here where there's only 1 division defending, that should work okay. And it should hopefully give us more of an angle on Nanjing, although the river crossing is going to be pretty brutal. We got some free civilian factories. Oh my god, this queue really emptied up. I mean, there's a little bit of repairs going on now, places where there's either combat or partisan activity where we're holding things. But yeah, that has gone really well. Okay, I definitely want... I want more naval bases. Or dockyards, rather. On the coast over here. And we're also going to max out these radar stations. Anywhere that'll give us a little bit of vision over the seas with Japan. Because A, it'll help with naval superiority, it'll help with air superiority, and it'll all contribute to a future naval invasion. We're also going to throw down a few more naval bases, just for the supply situation. I'm just going to max out some... That's an actual supply hub? Wow. So I'm going to do a maximum naval base over there. Max out this naval base. Any naval base that exists already, I will max out. I think we're going to want one... Oh yeah, we do already have one. So that'll be easier for moving supply. It'll give us a few different angles for our naval invasions as well. Okay, I think that's going to be okay for now. That fort undefended, which I don't know which fort. Unfortunately, I don't know what that refers to. It's like when you're programming and you don't know what this refers to. Okay, so to do this, I need... Oh, I need subject nations! And that'll help with the national academies as well. Every Russian subject gets that. Oh, I see. Okay, let's go for the National Academy of Sciences, which we won't really be able to do anything with right now because we don't have any subjects. But that will lead to our bonuses for rocketry. So it's not 45 yet. That's looking pretty good. We're working on the mechanized, which may have been nicer to start sooner. Let's go and get our maxed out Marine set up over here. And for our Marine divisions, these could really be tuned to a very specific weight. Depending on exactly where we're planning to do an invasion. So, for example, here we're planning on invading the plains. So it would be nice. I was going to say, in theory, to have something that's that divides into 90 evenly. But with reinforcements and stuff like that, the math does change a little bit. So it might not matter too much. But I'm actually wondering if our Marines should just be groups of 10. And the advantage to this, if we did change our Marine divisions to just be combat with 10, which would be, well, with our modifier, I don't know what the weights work out to be. Or we make them bigger. Or we go for like 45 width. So 2 Marine divisions can land in, in places. So by pairs of divisions. That would give them a lot of org and a lot of staying power for the invasion. Yeah, 10 or 15 would be evenly divisible. With our reduced combat width to our infantry divisions, it does become a little awkward. Oh! Oh, do Marines not count for that, for the width change? Never mind, I guess that makes sense. So we can't get 15, because these are even numbers, unless we throw in an artillery, but that won't work. So I'm actually wondering about 10s. But I mean, with 10s, it's like, great, we can shove 9 different divisions in there. We do get maybe a little extra bang for our buck here. I'm actually thinking we go with something like 30s. What if we did 30 for our Marine invasions? Why 27? What's the magic with 27 here? Because 30 means 3 divisions would fit perfectly in 90. I don't know how the extra combat width situation happens here, because we won't be attacked from multiple angles, but I know you can go over the combat width by a little bit. So there might be a special magic over here. The guy on Reddit crunching numbers I did post about, but his numbers that he posted, that was the average best across a variety of different terrain. And here, if we're specifically planning to invade the plains with Marines, which works differently for width, I'm wondering about going with 30s. Yes, I realize that first of all, Cyber, yes, 27 can multiply to almost 90, but not quite, so wouldn't it be better to hit exactly 90? And secondly, we can't do 27 combat with Marine divisions, because they're equal numbers. They're even numbers, rather. Right? So yeah, I'm wondering about the 30s over here. Again, there are things, there's weird mechanics with some of the overflow that I don't know yet, that you can potentially go over the combat with. But I am wondering, if we do 30 and our plan is just to land 3 Marine divisions in a variety of different places. Let's do it. Let's train some more Mariners to bring us up to our cap of whatever that might be. Oh, I think we are it. Is that really it? So, because we have 8 divisions of Marines. Oh, our Alpine divisions are counting towards that cap as well. I could retire them, or I could just switch them from Alpine divisions to generics. Actually, that's probably a good idea, because I don't think we're going to... I don't think we desperately need the Alpine divisions right now. And I think we are going to want more... Wow, there's a lot of places operating without supply. And I think we are going to want more of the Marines.
Вперед, выходим.
Being over by a percentage is almost like being under by a percent. Being over is much worse, right? Because let's say, for example, if you're over by 1... Okay, let's say we can fit exactly 90 combat width into a tile. And our divisions are 46 combat width. Which means 2 of them are 92, which means you can only fit 1 of them in. So you're wasting about half your combat width. Whereas if you were under the number by 1 or 2 width points, it's not a big deal, right? We're only using 88 out of 90, that's not a big deal. But if we're trying to use 92 out of 90, again, I think there's some ability, especially with reinforcements, to go slightly over the limit, but probably just ignore that. Where are the Alpines? I guess they were in this, yeah, this purple group over here.
Слушай.
So what I'm going to do with these guys is I'm going to reorganize them to this infantry artillery tank setup, which is going to be fine, and actually it's quite punchy and quite nice. And now, in theory, I can train more marine divisions. There we go, which is what we're going to do. We're going to get them to deploy here. Oh, I'm going to get them to deploy here. And then we'll add them in. But yeah, this marine invasion plan, I can't remember if it auto-splits or do we have to have different divisions? Because I can plan a second one. I don't remember, do we need to launch from different places? I think we kind of do. Let's plan a launch from Busan to here. And I'm just going to assign 4 of my divisions.
Готов выдвигаться.
Oh, does it not let me do that? Oh, there, I have to confirm. There it is. Hit enter to confirm the plan. So 4 divisions here, 4 divisions here. Theoretically, only 3 can fight at a time, but there can be a little bit of reserve to swap in and out. Or what's probably going to happen is I'm going to plan a 3rd invasion somewhere else. The advantage of this, though, it's all the same sea, so we only have to have control over this one sea, which is one of the reasons I didn't take Hiroshima over here, is because I think we'd have to pass through the coast of Japan sea zone, as opposed to just the sea of Japan. Now, there doesn't look like there's another naval base on this side for us to hit. Does this have to go through a different sea zone? Oh shit, this may. That may. This place is hills. So combat with 40 there, so the 30. I am partially wondering if we just go smaller. Maybe we do just go with 10s, and we just have, like, loosey-goosier numbers. And if we invade hills, which have an 84, or no, hills are 80. I thought hills were 84. Is forest 84? Maybe the forests are an 84. 10s will lose more people, that is true. I could go with 20s. Here, we'd only fit 80 of 90. Again, depending on how the overflow mechanic works, but it wouldn't waste that much. Here, we'd be fitting 60 and 80, which isn't fantastic. On the other hand, 2 big fat divisions of 30 will do a pretty good job. I don't think we have to be worried about hitting the combat width exactly. And this is going to be optimal for one of the 2 locations. So that's not going to be... I guess 15's not bad, because 15 would fit perfectly here and would only waste 5, because we'd be doing 75 of 80. Maybe 15's a nice middle ground for a naval invasion. And yeah, the advantage of the bigger group is that because of the way that organization works, they do fight a lot longer. On the other hand, some of the bang for your buck for your support companies can be better the other way. Oh, we can't do 15 because we can't do odd numbers. We can't do odd numbers with these divisions. So, fuck it. I'm just going to leave it at 30. I don't care.
Я готов.
Do I not have a combat plan for these guys? It's possible.
Жду приказа. Я готов.
No, that's not me. It's Germany. It's too bad. I would have wanted to grab those guys and attack them in multiple directions. Defense over here. I think these guys are pushing down over here, so that should happen once they're done their defense. I mean, obviously we're going absolutely cray-cray over here with our push, but that's going to be okay. Ooh, you're going to lose this location. Well,
Готов.
if I counterattack, there we go. And you're getting a little bit of reinforced. Not that there's much org over here, but that is going to help. Okay, you're pushing that way, which is fine. I'm going to get you. Grab here, and then let's go up the railroad track to what is probably a supply hub right over there. You've got that. I'm going to split you. I'm going to get one of these guys to go this way. Grab that airport. And then grab another big victory point location. After you're done that, I'm going to get you to come around here and do a little bit like this. It'd be great to do this with tanks and fast armies. Get our cavalry back in here again. Bit of a gap there. Let's try to exploit it. There'll be a little bit of pushing. How we doing over here? Looking pretty good. There we go. Cobble's about to fall. This whole zone's about to fall and get cleaned up. Yeah, none of these guys are going to have any supply. Admittedly, a lot of our troops don't have supply over here either.
Внимание! Продолжаем атаку! Слушаю!
go. Yeah, one army's hitting Delhi right now, which isn't going to help, but that'll have to be okay.
Жду приказа.
Clean that up.
Я готов.
Hold. Oh, over here.
Брось.
Yeah, let's push along the river here. See what we can get. Oh, this is going beautifully. We could get screwed here and find a bunch of our dudes just impocketed and killed, which would be unfortunate. So we have to keep a bit of an eye out, but hopefully we're okay. Let's grab Jefe over here. A city named after the Spanish word for boss, or Jeff.
Готов выдвигаться.
Stay tuned for more true lies from Quill.
Смирно.
We have no supply over here. Just doing assist. Stop. Assist, not that you'll need it. There's going to be tons of overkill. But yeah, you're going to be punching through. And yeah, just like let her rip to down here, please. Military factories are available. What's our supply situation looking like? Pretty good. Okay, we might want to boost our light tank production or find that division and just trash it. One division is using it. And we are theoretically using some for our recon, which would still be nice to have. So I am actually going to boost our light tank production. Like this, just a little trickle, a little bit faster. And we'll have to get some tech for it, but I think it's going to be okay.
Давай, давай.
We have 2 full armies just wrapping this up. But man, oh man, that's going to be a lot of boop troops over here from a variety of different nations. All going to get them eliminated.
Так точно.
Definitely push.
Идем. Так точно.
And that'll close in the encirclement. Not that they're going to get any supplies from Nepal anyway, so effectively they've got the encirclement anyway.
Готов выдвигаться.
Let's wrap this guy up, please. Thank you. So India's ours. We will have to take Ceylon over here, or Sri Lanka, I guess is what it's the more modern name. Plan a little naval invasion, maybe? Maybe we should plan that before Japan. Not that we have any ships over there either, but... okay. This is a little scary. As I said, could happen here.
Внимание. Готов выдвигаться. Готов.
Now, if we lose all these guys, we don't actually lose very many things.
Внимание.
But it would still sort of suck.
Брось.
Okay, you're already retreating, which is nice. So we'll do that, because there's a supply hub to grab over there.
Выходим.
You're trying to move to maybe cause some trouble. So I'm going to do this to maybe pin you, but we can probably beat you, especially since you have no dig-in anymore. And then we'll push through to the rail connection afterwards. Gain control of more of the supply lines. Yeah, these push-throughs were pretty bold, and we did get spanked for it. Most of the time, though, it's been working very well for us this time. Hurts to have to deal with a few more fronts simultaneously. We can get our improved infantry equipment now, so I will do that, since it does benefit the vast majority of our troops. How are we doing over here? That's all done. So the so-called Western group now has no commands left. I think what I want to do with you, then, is I'm going to give a army group command order here, a very thin one. Can I not do a spearhead with a army group? I guess not. There we go. Move into position. I'll just hit play. Just start whenever you can. How come why are we getting more command points more faster? It was 40 our max. Oh, that's why. So I literally can't recruit anyone else. So I should just be spending it. Fuck. excuse me, but fuck.
Я
I
готов.
realize that. So it's been just sitting idle. Oh. Wait, can I assign multiple people to, like, infantry specialists? Or is it switching who's who? Maybe it's switching who's who. Because I'm sure I've assigned infantry specialists before. Is it just firing someone? It's just giving them as an option. Oh. Oh, is that it? Also, the other thing I can do with the XP is do some of this, which I should really do. Infantry experience from combat. Infantry unit cost design. Minus 100%. Wait, it's free to, like, add infantry division templates? If I do this? Oh, that's cool. Elevated engineering core. Entrenchment speed. Railroad and gun bombardment. Planning speed. Now, let's get the bayonet strength. That sounds like fun. And we'll get the next level when we get some more army XP again. Oh, I can get some more air doctrine stuff. So I'll just get ground support. Sounds good. Okay. I have too many staff officers. Yeah, but I need more! I need more! But I guess fair enough. Okay, yeah, you're repositioning, which is going to be good. This is getting cleaned up, which is very nice. I think this guy here is about to get booped and eliminated, which is a shame. You just halt and try to hold on here.
Жду приказа. Мирно.
Okay, we should check our plane situation. I really wish there was an easier way to reorganize some of these things and keep track of what's what. Yeah, there's fighters, close air support and stuff. There's a nice big airport over here. So we're going to get you to operate heavily over eastern China. That's actually going to be substantial. That's going to be very good. Do we have control over a decent airport over here? I guess this one's not too bad. We'll do this and operate here. Finish that up. Okay. Or start assigning them to armies. Yeah, often I do the sort of lazy thing to follow armies. There's pros and cons to dealing with them manually. When you do have fast-moving borders, then it's less good, because it would be really nice to have the airlines follow properly. If we do this, very good things will happen for us, because all these guys will be isolated. And they already don't have much in the way of supplies, so we can actually do some pushing here.
Внимание!
Can I cross through here? It looks like I can. Let's do that, please. They left a little gap open. I don't think...
Слушаю.
I think this is a impassable lake, yeah. I might be able to punch through this guy, but let's just look for the easier openings for now. Free military factories. Okay. Iraq has capitulated. Again.
Я готов. Выходим!
Let's do a little lazy move over here. Now, here's some progress. How's the supply map? I was going to say, it looks like there's probably a supply hub over here. Let's get you to go that way. Get you to an aggressive push to Mandalay. Which, again, we might get some people cut off, but I don't think there's going to be a lot over here. And there's another supply hub we could snag over that way. Which, unless we get the rail connections and the coastal things, we're not really going to be able to use. All these guys. Are you missing a command order? Maybe you're missing a command order. This entire army group could really have just a singular front line here, which is probably the thing to do.
Внимание! Внимание!
Shift click this front. offensive line, play. Now that might have, yeah, I was gonna say that probably removed some of this, but these guys still have commands to go and boot these things, which should all go fine. Like, just run through all this.
Выходим!
Yeah, run through here, then do one of those. You guys, make sure to complete that.
Выходим!
And that, and you're cleaning up all this. Okay, good. Yeah, that's going to be cleaned up, and then what they're going to do is join this front over here. I still have a few manual moves commanded in there as well. Gorgeous. What, Mandalay's in their song about that? I don't know. I know there's a casino called Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas, which is odd because Mandalay is clearly not on a bay of anything. I might be wrong about the name. Or maybe it's maybe it's a different name completely.
Right.
Oh, we do this, which seems like it should probably work.
Слушаю. Я готов.
Coming in there, but I'm willing to bet.
До приказа.
There you go. We can get a little bit of movement over here. Yeah, these are all going to get booped, which is really unfortunate, but oh well. Don't cry over spilled milk. Or, you know, tens of thousands of dead troops.
Выходим.
It's all fine. I'm thinking Mandarin Bay? Am I? No, Mandalay Bay is a casino in Las Vegas. I am correct. Ha! Kind of go for Mandarin, though. A little orange. It's the spirit, right? I think of like mandarins and a couple of the others. I think I always associate with like they're Christmas oranges. That's always what we call them, even though arguably there might not be oranges at all. But yeah, I haven't had any this year. That feels wrong. Oh, yeah. Let's unleash the cipher. National Academy of Sciences. So No Time for Peace gives us the research bonus for nuclear and rocketry. Perfect. Let's do that. What did I just unlock as a tech? It's one of our planes. Naval bombers. Excellent. Engine reliability. Oh, we don't have enough for that. But engine anyway. We'll do that. So... IL-2A. Still don't have rubber. What's the decision? Is it... Oh, so I can build these, even though they're not puppeted. See, we weren't sure about these. Shit, all of these increase my research speed by 1%. Well, I've got a ton of political power that I'm not doing anything with. So let's do that. We're on extensive conscription. If we needed more manpower, we could go more, but there's no reason to do that. We got war economy. We are export focused, which is probably fine. I could limit the exports. It would slow down some of our research, so I don't know about that. We're going to go and activate the Japanese cipher. And I can do war prop against someone, and why would I ever want to do that? Go away. Okay.
Слушаю.
Actually, you know what? Oh, I know there's a fort here. But this guy's in much worse shape. And there's a supply hub in Nanjing, although it is cut off because we've got control over the rail here. Well, they're probably getting supply from over here. Start the Marines. Okay. Our Navy. So what I'm going to do, even though it's probably not going to work, is I'm going to get all my Navy together in one. Which is theoretically stationed here, although that's probably not working. Your mission is going to be naval invasion support here in the Sea of Japan. What does that mean? There. That's your entire role. I guess the subs, I will break them off. They're going to operate in the same zone. They will be told to go convoy raiding, which also means they'll move out and actually look around. Now, airplane-wise, we do have a fair amount of planes operating in the area over here. What's our naval superiority? 51%, which means the naval invasion can go. Shit, maybe... Should we just give it a try? What could possibly go wrong? Okay. Let's assign you here. We're going to steal a field marshal.
Готов.
We're then going to steal a general. We're going to wait until they have arrived, and then we're going to hit go. We've got some free dockyards. Excellent. Well, for now, we're just going to add... I'm going to add some more subs. We are going to have to get some more technology, but yeah. Deploy here. Get you to stop soon and do this. Okay. Balt has swim. I don't know, but he's pretty good in the sauna.
Готов выдвигаться.
Alright, Mandalay is
Что
go.
приказано?
You are going to cut in and do one of those.
Брось.
You're just standing around. Go there. Okay. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. If we take a look at our diplomacy map mode, everything is clear over here. Great stuff. That's what we want to see. Checking on the mariners. Still waiting for the people to arrive.
Готов выдвигаться.
Oh, there you go. Nanjing.
Готов.
Okay, with that.
Внимание.
You over here. Push down to the coast here, please. And yeah, these guys, they held off for as long as they could. Oh, there's going to be so many stories written about them. And no stories written about how we completely just left them to die.
Мирно.
I don't think I can make this, but if it were to work, that would be pretty good.
Готов.
Some extra reinforcements to help in, because that would go in and pocket all those guys, which would be brilliant. That's the thing with these like aggressive pushes that way when we bulge in. Sometimes it means we get a bulge that gets screwed, but sometimes we screw the bulge. Because we can do a pincher maneuver.
Мирно.
Couldn't find a way to say that without making it sound dirty, and honestly, I didn't really try. Let's go down the coast over here. But yeah, these guys have no supply. They're far from home. They're crossing the river into rough terrain. That's still going to be a really easy stomp.
Внимание.
There.
Выходим.
This way. Beautiful. Getting some naval battle reports. Okay, how's the Marines? Are they there?
Точно.
God damn, how long is it going to take to get there? En route. 7 days. All right. One small pocket of Japan near Tibet. Oh, these guys here? Because there was one here, but I guess, yeah, there was that one. Let me grab a couple of my troops. Looks like some of my buddies are theoretically handling it, but
Так точно.
theoretically is not apparently cutting it, so we'll see. These guys are all against me, right? Yeah, okay, good. Thank you for the equipment. There you go. These guys are all cut off. Very nice.
Жду приказа.
Let's see if we can make a push down, something like that. And over here, it would be great to take control over this location, naval base, control point. That would be very good. Check if there are any rail. Oh, that's a good point, because we are taking a bunch of supply hubs over here. Actually, they are connected. They are connected and working, which is amazing. We're a little short on raw numbers over here. Maybe I will go and upgrade some rail to here, just because it might be convenient. We might be doing more fighting over here, and we want more supply going down. But yeah, it is actually connected. Plus, we've got our own naval thing, although that could be getting hammered. There you go. You are going to push through there. Great. So you're going to follow through to Ningbo, and then down to this naval base over here. Please and thank you. I can't believe these guys are still alive. Those guys have just been booped. Lovely.
Зададим жару.
I'm going to do a big force attack over here, which might not work out, but we'll see. And then over here, if we can, first of all, grab this supply point, do something like that, get some nice cutoffs. Looks like we are going to grab the supply hub, which I guess you can sort of see it. Mostly you see the big intersection of rail. It tells you there's a supply hub over there. Getting hammer and sickled? Well, we haven't been them in a while.
Слушаю.
Has it been? Hey, there we go. They just popped. Just the second. Go, go, go. Yeah, we have 0% supremacy. We had it, These guys look like they're going. Maybe the Navy's going to move out to support now that they're on the move. Okay. I mean, we don't see anyone here yet. Shit, what happens if we take it? Who do we deploy? Do we have something? You know, all these garrison dudes could just go and flow in real quick, because they're not too far away, and right now we don't need them. Oh, you know what? I'm betting these guys... It's coast of Japan. These guys here, it is needing the coast, which isn't working.
Я готов.
Okay. Guess I could have checked that sooner. I can have you join, but now we'll just have you. It looks like it's undefended, so we'll just be able to move all these Marines over here. Well, shit. Okay.
Я готов.
Let's delete all the orders. Tell everyone to do this, which will bring all the Marines in here. Our primary fleet. So I want to be in this mode. Primary fleet over here. Your job is now explicitly just convoy escort in the Sea of Japan to protect the troops moving over, as well as supply that is going to come through. Wow. And then, yeah, we got more subs, which are just going to throw in there. Although, I will put the subs in new theater now. A different commander. And you're going to do... I forget it's right-click for this mode. You're going to do some convoy raiding. Everything that could possibly come in and out of Japan. We're going to do that, which should hurt their troops in other places. I wonder if I can attack here immediately. And if that's worth doing. If we succeed, it's huge. If we fail, we have wasted a little bit of... Well, I could send 3 divisions in there. And the 4th division can come here to open up a different angle, or maybe even take Nagoya. There we go. Let's do that. Yeah, we could have just encircled Osaka and gone as well. Looks like it's going to work out fine anyway, and like pseudo kind of a cutoff over here. I'm going to grab one of you. Instead of pushing forward into Osaka, you're going to push down to Hiroshima. Okay. And then, yeah, we've got more troops coming in here. Shit, yeah.
Готов.
These garrisons, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split you in half.
Внимание. Я готов.
You're not actually doing garrison stuff anymore. Instead, both of you. Can I give you both in order at the same time? No.
Мирно. Внимание.
Come over here. When you get here, teal's going to go south.
Готов выдвигаться.
And gold's going to go north. And these are lightweight divisions. But I don't think there's a lot of troops in here, so I think what we really want is just numbers of divisions to spread out and take a lot of provinces.
Ройсь. Мирно.
Okay. Third Rome, was it cut off from the other 2 by a pair of Caesars? Fucking map staring. Every time! So terrible! I love it so much, thank you. I want to build something other than subs. But I don't have tech right now. I guess we're going to keep pumping these out after all. Until I actually bother to research something other than submarine technology. Oh man, that's going real well. You're parked here. Let's have you keep pushing up. Let's take Tokyo!
Слушаю.
Now these guys can come back through these little things, but that's going to be okay. More troops are arriving. We can send them down here. Heard it right here. Quill doesn't like subs. Damn it! I've got too many subs. I got to cut down on the number of subs I've got.
Слушаю. Смирно.
Maybe I'll go through here. Interesting. Why can't we take this straight crossing, but we can take this one?
Я готов.
Okay.
Держать дистанцию.
Halt. It's teal was going in this way, right? Yeah. So let me just need to go on whatever teal troops you've got here to throw in and Make sure these Marines here don't get completely booped.
Что
They
приказано?
should be fine, as long as they're not pushing forward. We can have them skirt around here, make some room, that's going to be okay.
Готов.
Just halt, let these guys starve themselves out first. Just clean that up, and then there's still lots of people positioned here, arguably too many. Let's get you to halt. Pull back to Nagoya just to make sure you don't get overrun somewhere. As we just get pure numbers,
Я готов.
just to bulk out this. And actually, let me redraw these fronts, because
Я готов.
things got a little bit split.
Слушаю.
Just get the Marines to finish this part off.
Так точно. Готов выдвигаться.
You guys come down here and do this. And then they can go and grab this after. But I want to make sure to keep these guys pinned in by my Marine troops. These guys are no longer isolated, but they'll still go grab this rail connection, then they'll come down here and do this. This does split heel, but that's going to be okay. We're just going to get you to run here. We'll grab one of you to do this, and then one of those. There we go. Excellent. Well, the invasion of the Japanese homeland islands went shockingly easy. If only the US knew how easy it was to invade Japan, they would have saved it. Eh. Looks like we won't need nukes over here. I think we might still need them for UK, though. Okay, so I haven't been babysitting here too much. Obviously, some things got closed in. We want to make sure these guys don't get cut off at some point.
Внимание.
Which might not be so easy to do. It'd be great if we can...
Готов. Что приказано?
You know what? Hang on. This tank division over here, which actually has a surprising number of equipment, so I don't know. But we're going to get you to do this. It's going to be hard because we're only attacking from one direction. I guess we can do a supporting attack from the rear, although there's a river crossing. But if we can do this, we can do some in-pocketings and also secure a lot of our other stuff. See, over here, you don't have any supply, but so it's not going to work out so well with your entrenchment.
Занимаю укрытие.
Halt. Okay. Decision available. Oh, we can expand some ore mines. Oh, right here. Duh. Done, done, done. Okay. Free docker. I mean, I could just, we could make our design for our destroyers our standard convoy escort destroyers is like just the cheapest possible we can build. Now they may have changed a few things. So it needs a light battery. I guess, I mean, I can give you some depth charges or something just to technically say you can sort of scare off some submarines. Unless the mechanics have changed, your escort destroyers didn't even need depth charges to escort convoys. But we'll put them on just to say. We'll give you the shield thing here. And you're going to get DE, Destroyer Escort. And I don't think you need anything else. We'll save this design. And we are going to throw in some production lines for that. I'll get you to do this. And yeah, in fact, I'm going to add in a second Destroyer Escort production line. And make sure to deploy here. We could deploy you directly into a fleet, but we'll just have you parked there for now. What DLC is that? Wait, for the ship design? That was for Man the Guns, which is a little while ago. And then the new one just added a very similar mechanic for tanks. And now we get these tank designers. That is no step back. Yeah, it's quite nifty.
Я готов.
I'm not going to go so far as to say that it's like a required DLC. But it's pretty cool. Alright. All y'all over here, just see if you can make a push down to Bangkok. I suspect you're going to be able to move fairly effectively here.
Готов выдвигаться.
Do this. Oh, these guys are actively trying
Так
to retreat.
точно.
Yeah, if we can move here quickly, we might be able to get an overrun. And you guys over here as well. Cut these guys off. blow them up. How are we gonna do on the light tanks? Still not enough. We don't have enough artillery. Ooh. 3 dockyards. I guess I am finishing some of my production lines. Okay, 2 lines of destroyer escorts is probably fine. Yeah, maybe I will keep, maybe we have three sublines going on all the time. Maybe that's gonna be okay. How are we doing over here in Japan? We're doing pretty well, I'm gonna say. I'll grab one of you to just clean this up and make sure it's okay.
Я готов.
Clean that up, lovely. Gold's making some moves this way. See if you can take Tokyo. Even if you can't take Tokyo, though, you just cut off these guys from supply. That'll go okay. Let's take that island just to say. And then you're just going to keep pushing up here. Lovely. Show us the war score. Well, there's no war score, but yeah, we can get some stats. So we have lost 2.5 million troops, which is, you know, not a small amount. Japan's lost over 3. Our war contribution is 42% against our life, the universe, and everything. So when there is a peace, finally, it's going to be all right. But we have to peace out. So if I hide the miners, we have to get Japan and the Chinese Empire to GG out. Chinese Empire is not very big. We just have to, like, reach them. They are... here. Chinese Empire. So obviously they're going to capitulate pretty damn quick. We'll do some YOLO moves over here.
Слушаю.
They're going to capitulate pretty quick as soon as we step foot in their territory at all. Hey, Finland's giving me some troops. Cool. And then Japan, they are starting to get there because it's core territory stuff. So as soon as we take all the home island, maybe even just the main island over here, that might cause them to GG out, and then we'll actually get to do a peace deal with the Japanese faction, which is pretty exciting. We got, oh, the Finnish divisions over here. Well, we can throw them into one of these guys who probably got slightly encircled and we lost some guys. But that's okay. That's going to go well over here. It's 4 o'clock. We're going to be wrapping it up here, but overall things are clearly doing pretty decently. And it might take longer than 20 minutes to finish off Japan, and I don't really want to rush the peace deal either. So we're going to leave it here. Next stream, Japan, Chinese Empire should fall, should allow us to peace out against the fascist faction, which is run by Japan. And then we can theoretically start thinking about our moves against the Allies, which are very present in Africa, and we might want to assist a push over there. But one of the things I might be excited about is planning an invasion of Great Britain. Or America, Canada, Mexico. I mean, it's a hop and skip. I hear, you know, we can see Alaska from here, I think is how the quote goes. And I think actually that's what we'll focus on. I think we would focus on a North American invasion. And then nuke London. Invade North America, nuke the UK. I think I like that idea a lot. But that we'll have to wait until next week. As a reminder, we've got a Dwarf Fortress live stream on Friday, not Saturday. Keep an eye on the Discord, the Twitters, and over here you can do !next stream to keep track of when the next stream is. I will update it. We might start on noon on Friday, which is our normal Saturday start time, or we might start at 2 p.m. on Friday, which is our normal weekday start time. Stay tuned for that. So that'll be Dwarf Fortress on Friday. After that, next live stream, I believe, is going to be in January the 1st. So no stream next Monday, no stream next Wednesday, so no stream on Saturday either, because that's Christmas Day. Maybe we don't stream on the 1st, actually. It might be the 3rd. I think that might have been the plan, too. I've got to recheck the schedule. It's either going to be the 1st or the 3rd. So anyway, 24th, this Friday, there's a live stream. Next one after that will either be the 1st or the 3rd. I might just be a little confused about my schedule. So, we'll see. Thanks a lot, everyone. I believe Rhino, well, I don't know if it's Rhino or Kiss for Luck. I think it might be Rhino streaming on a Kiss for Luck's channel. There's no stream right there. Are they allergic to starting a pre-stream? Not home yet. I think Rhino is going to be streaming on a Kiss for Luck channell over here. So we'll try to raid, although the stream hasn't started yet. And then I'll see you guys in 2 days on Friday for some dwarfiness. Thanks a lot, everyone. See you soon. Bye-bye.